Hello from Mexico. Hi, Sarah. Hello, hello. The comments which appear on the phone is missing again. So I have to look on my iPad and stuff. Just weird. No sound? Did someone say no sound? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Hi. Is it Joan? Joan, can you hear me now? Hi. Hi, 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 hi. Sarah, yes. Oh, okay. Okay, you can hear me. Okay. So, don't know what happened there. So, did you guys see my last tutorial for the cup and saucer? You can watch it. You can watch the playback on the last post. Hi, 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 hi. Vajiza? I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. So today we are going to make a cake topper, which is a tipi with a little girl inside. Hi Mary, hi from Los Angeles. Hi. We'll see if we have a little bit more people come through. Hi from Peru. Peru? I am using Saracino modeling paste, and I have made some pastel color. Hi from New Jersey. Hi. I'm just using the green, the blue, the orange, the purple, and the pink mix directly with white, and then I'll make some pastel color ready to be used. Hi. I think it's Sonia. I think your name is Sonia. So forgive me if I pronounce your name wrong. Today is really hot, but lucky my studio is not that hot, so it's okay. Now I'm using Saracino modeling paste at the moment. We'll see if we have a little bit more people join us. I'm making a TP today. It's from India. Hi. So it's just a white modeling paste, Saracino modeling paste, and I mix it with white and pink. Can we get your molds from the US? No, unfortunately, you have to order from my website, and then the postage is quite expensive, and that's the only way to order the mold is from my website. To US for one item, I think it's about £13, just the postage. So it is quite a lot, but there's nothing I can do because it's by Royal Mail, and if it is by other company like FedEx or DHL or even UPS, it'll be much more than that. So that's the cheapest I can get to send stuff overseas. a tipi with a little girl inside reading a book or something like that. I think maybe we should start. So if you have not watched the video last week of the cup, you can watch it again on the last post. Okay, let me put it away. And then I'm going to turn the camera. Okay, let's put it somewhere safe. Hi Belinda from UK. Hi. Hello. Right. Okay. So let me move to a better position. So you see I have some different color paste there ready to be used, and I am going to move that down like this, I think. Okay, so we have some cocktail stick. When I bought these are much longer, so I have cut them shorter. So it's all up to you how tall you want your tipi going to be. And I have some Saraceno paste here. I have mixed the color rosa with a little bit of red, Saraceno red, to make this color. So we are going to make the base. Let me see if I can make it brighter. I have put this in the microwave for a few seconds. So it's ready to be used. Oh, my father is here. Hi Dad, he's from Toronto. Okay, so this I'm not very concerned if there is crease at the bottom. So the purpose of this is you want to get the paste as soft. Hi everyone who just joined us now. And then I am going to build this on a thin board so that when I finish I can lift the whole thing and then put it on a cake. Yeah, you can build this off the cake. You don't need to build it on the cake. If you build on the cake, it's the same method, so there is no difference. So I like to use guide when I roll out paste so that I know it's all even thickness. Right, I am going to just cut out a circle, and because this is just a temporary base for it, so you just cut out the dimension you want for your tipi to go onto. So there's no kind of like a fixed measurement. You can do a random shape or other thing. So I am going to cut it with, so I don't have any bigger circle, so I just use a lead as a guide, and I will cut myself a circle. Right. Hi Jessica from Chile. Hi. Right, let me stand up. So I will just use this as a guide. If you're using plastic as a guide, when you cut it, use a knife which is not very sharp, because otherwise you will cut the plastic. I mean, this knife is sharp when you cut, but it's not as sharp as a scalpel. Right, okay. So put this aside. Normally I will try to when I put it back in the tub, I try to get all the crease into one place instead of like just scrunch up and put it in. So like that. Right, so I have a base cut, and then what you want is you want to use your hand and rub out all the edges. So it gives you a nice edge to, I mean, when you look on the side, you got a nice edge instead of a jagged edge. Does that make sense? Let me put this away. Right, so it's kind of like this. You see the paste is quite firm already. That's why I love this paste. It's really good. Okay, so I am quite happy with that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm still going to leave this on here before put on there, because when you press on paste, often it stick to the surface, because this is a temporary base for us. I don't want it to stick on there, so whenever you do anything, like you press on it, when you make a pattern, make sure you do it on the surface instead of do it on the surface you're going to remove later. Then I am going to introduce one of my product. You can find this on my website again. This comes as a set, and it make a pattern. It's up to you. You don't have to put pattern on that, but I like to add a little bit of pattern. So let me move this closer to me so that I can see what I'm doing. So what you want to do is, when there are loads of others this type of pattern you can buy. So if your paste is really thin, then your pattern will not be as refined, because when you press it, it probably hit the surface, so your pattern won't be as nice. So when you are doing pattern on a cake, make sure your paste is a little bit thicker. Don't be too thin. It's like sometimes when you do pattern on the side of the cake, your cake paste is so thin, then it hit the ganache or the buttercream behind, then the pattern will not look nice. I hope you understand what I mean. So I will just do this and then press. Don't worry if the pattern is uneven, then you can go over it again. So it's something like this. Then I think the pattern in the middle is not as clear, so I'll line up my pattern again. You can feel the groove. Once you lock it, you can feel the groove. Look, I'm pushing it, and it's not moving. So I press it again because the middle is not very clear. Okay, there, much better. Then you want to do the other side. Then you find your notches. Let me show you closer. When you do it at home, even not using my one, make sure your notches, I don't know if you can see, go into each of the notches before you press it down. Once you locate, you can feel it lock. And then once it locked, then you press it down. If you can feel like all the notches are not locking to each other, don't press it down. Otherwise, you will get not a perfect pattern. So that is very important. Use your last notches as the guide. Then you press it down. If you find your paste too soft and is stuck to the pattern, use corn flour. Okay, so it gives you a pattern like this. So that can be on the side of the cake. Anyway, so that's that. And then if your house is damp, then make sure you put some corn flour before you put any modeling down, so that it prevents it stick to the surface. So we are making a removable tipi. That's why I'm doing this. So when this is finished, I can take this whole thing off and then put it on the cake. Ideally, when you finish making this, once it's kind of hold the shape, you pick it up and put it on the foam instead on the card, because when it is on the foam, the base of the paste will dry better. But it will dry anyway, but it just takes a little bit longer. So now we move on to the structure for the tipi. We got 4 long cocktail sticks. I have cut them to the height I want. And what I want is, I want to choose where I want the pattern. I like this side. So, okay. I prefer, if you guys do it at home, if you have the tipi this side, then it might be too sharp, and then when you hit it, you hurt your hand. So always have it down, or you cut this off. So I will choose like 4 corner, like try to be even distance. I think there. I mean, it doesn't matter if they're not even distance, but it's just ideally. And then we want it slightly off the front, because I want to put some cushion at the front. So I think, like you want to be straight on the side. I mean, you can have 5 or 6 cocktail stick. It's up to you. Like that. So you see it kind of stand itself already. Okay. Then you use a wire. I think this is, what is it? 26 gauge wire. I mean, you can use, you know those packaging with a wire come, you can just twist it on. I don't have that, and I have the 26 gauge wire here. And then you just kind of, once you're happy with the height, there There's no right or wrong. As long as this does not fall down, you'll be fine. Then you hold on to it and then go round once and then twice. Try to be as tight as possible. If you don't have wire or anything else, you can use the sticky floral tape. Just cut it really thin. Right, so, okay. I think it's okay like this. Now I forgot to put some water. You can have water or glue. This is just an empty tub I saved, and I just add some water in. You can use water or edible glue for sticking. Right, let's take it back out. Put some glue in there. If you think like, oh, that is still loose, that don't worry, you can add some paste on it afterward, and then it will strengthen the, how to say it, the connection. So add some water or edible glue on it, on all four corners. Okay, so that's the front of our tipi. Then, who's on? Hi from Argentina. Hi. Now, we are going to make the side for the tipi. And I want the tipi with light pink. So I make some light pink earlier on. And I know I don't need all this. So I think like that. Right. So if you guys like the video, please make sure help me to share it, please, so that it will help my page, and hopefully more people will like and follow my page. Okay, so I have some rosa color Saracino modeling paste and mix it with white modeling paste, and then I will use the long cocktail stick as a guide. Hi Margaret. There's a fluff there. I think I might need more than this actually. So the thickness we will start off with this thickness. Right, once we've done that, we put this aside. Hi. Okay, bit hot today, so I put corn flour down. Then we will want to have some white. So now we're going to make some pattern on the paste. With these, I'm not going to be precise. So I am just actually, if I turn the camera like this. You guys might see more. Let's try. Okay. Is it better? It's kind of a bit wider. Okay. So this I am not so concerned if it is how to say it, if it is all even. Okay, I think that's thin enough. And then get yourself some star cutter. You can have different sizes. And for it not to stick to the cutter, it's best to put some corn flour. Oh, I think did the video have stopped somehow? Okay, we have quite a few of these. Oh, thank you, Joan. Right, we will have quite a few of these. Remember, the bigger the pattern, when I roll it in the minute, then it will become the bigger the pattern. Don't know if that makes sense. Hello from Malta. Hi. Thank you for tuning in. Right, so I don't want it to look too precise, so I will have some random size star cut out. You can have hearts, or you can have dots. Totally up to you. But just remember the pattern, when you put it on, the bigger the cutout, when you roll it out, the bigger it will become. I think that's enough. I think that's enough. Okay, let me put this away. Time flies. It's already half an hour gone. Right, so I will move them. And then what you want is, you want to get yourself the water or glue ready. Let me see. Right, hold on. Then you want to kind of do a little dots. You don't want to put too much. If you put too much, you might make the paste too wet. So when you kind of pick it up, make sure it have a good shape. And then you do a dot like that. So make sure the shape is good. Right, so we will have some little one. Some random. Is it Selena? Hi, hi, hi. I mean, this will take a little bit of time to put them on. Thank you for all the thumbs up and hearts. Thank you. Right, if you see if you see it kind of like not so refined, use your knife or something to make sure all the edges is neat, because when you roll the paste, it will show if your edges are not clear. So hi Jill from Nottinghamshire. Hi Pam from Canada. Hi, hi. Thanks for tuning in. We are making a tipi today. Oh. So you don't have to have them all the same side. You can space them out. Don't want to take too much time, so I'm going to space them out better. If you have kind of make it wet on the side because of the glue or water, just put some corn flour down. It will roll out. Randomly put them down, ideally, but sometimes you kind of like, don't know, you get to a system, and then it's not random anymore. So try to remind yourself that you need to do this in random. Right, I'm going to space out now. Oh, Pam, great, I'm glad. I hope it's an easy enough tutorial for you to follow so that you can make at home. So this is quite a girly one. It's a very pink TP. Hi Cecilia. So this will take a little bit of time. Like I said, you don't have to have them all gather the same place. Sometimes the paste does not, when you roll out, does not stick to the, the paste. Don't worry, if you steam it after, it will stick on. Oh, thank you for sharing. Thank you. I like doing this part. It's like you're making your own pattern, but sometimes it's like for you guys now watching, it might be too boring, but these have to be done. Okay, I'm going to space it out. Oh no. You see, I didn't cut enough stars. Let me space it up. I only put a little bit of water to anchor the star on the paste. Hi for the people who just joined this. Ooh. Okay. Right. I'm just going to do it like this. Like I said, you can use a heart or dots or something like that to do the pattern, and then you will need to get yourself something flat to flatten the pattern. Right, once you flatten it, then use a rolling pin to roll it out thinner, because we don't need it this thick. So you roll this in one direction, then you turn it. You see it stretched the pattern already. You turn it to the other side, and make sure you use kind of same how to say it? Same force, so that the pattern does not stretch too much, it remains the same. Right, you can have the paste a bit thicker, but because I didn't cut enough stars, so I'm going to roll it out quite thin. You can have it thicker. Okay, so I am happy with that, and I'll show you guys now. So the pattern, the star you put on now, let me focus. You see it's flat on the paste now. Okay. Then you choose, this is the front, so I am going to find the side. Hi, Dipti. Nairobi? You from Nairobi? Right, okay, so we are trying to cut the triangle now. The best way to do this is I am going to give it a little measure. Hi, Teresa. That's about 3 inches by 5. Hi from England. Hi, Marie. 2, let's say 6. That's perfect. So I have enough there. So if I kind of estimate and then cut it first, so that I can, if it is not enough, I can stretch it. So this is the back. I'll do the back first, actually. Then once I do the back, then I use the nicer with more star on the side. hi from Paris. Hi, hi. I think you are the first person from Paris watching my live. Right, so it doesn't matter if your pattern does not match. And we kind of want the base to be flat. So we give it a cut. I think I'm happy with that. It can be cut a bit more so that it's longer. Right, then I will put some water or glue on there. Hi from Romania. Hi, hi. Okay. Then now we will put that on like this. Right, I think that is a bit short, so I'll cut that level a little bit more. Right, you want to try to cover all the stick. And then you press it down. So you can see the shadow of the stick. Then get yourself a sharper knife or a cutter and then cut it off. Like you wrap it around a little bit and then you kind of use the stick as a guide. So your stick is on that side, so your knife is against the stick and your hand is holding onto the top of the stick, and then you come down. You see what I mean? Using the stick as a guide. So make sure it's kind of wrapped around a little bit. Ooh, ooh. Use the stick as a guide, hold on to the stick and then come down. If it come away, that means it's not enough water there. So put it back like this. Okay, put that aside. So if you think like, oh, I didn't put enough water, just go onto the stick on the side, add a little bit more water. You could do it all in one piece, but because I don't want to spend too much time on the what do you call this, this paste, so I did it in section. Same again, hold on to the stick and then you use the stick as a guide on that side this time, and then you cut the paste against the stick. Don't worry if it is not neat. You can always put a little sausage on the edge at the end. So actually it's quite cute already. So now we will move on to the side. We will do the same. Just make sure your paste is stick to the stick nicely so that it won't come away. You can stick that bit down, it's totally up to you. I don't stick anything down completely until I finish, in case I need to take any part of the structure down. So now we move on to there, and I think I'm trying to see. So you put your paste against there. You kind of know how much paste you need, and I didn't make enough, so I'm just going to estimate like this, and then I'll cut it there and then put it on. So I think something like this, and then probably something like there to there. Okay. Okay. Not bad. I'm happy with that actually. So same again, we will stick it down. It is quite a straightforward structure. Hi from Peru. Hello for the people who just joined us. We are making a tipi today. So use water or glue. If you find your stick keep on moving, you can add a bit of a dot of paste there to secure your stick down better. Katrina, hi from Germany. Hello. There's a lot of people from different countries today. Hello everyone. So make sure you have enough glue on the stick, both sides, so that it sticks well. And you want it to wrap back around there. Although we are going to have a curtain at the front, but we want it kind of secure. So we will put that on. Hello from Maryland. Hello from Dublin. Hi everyone. Okay, so I think that is quite a neat edge for me, and if it kind of concave in, slightly kind of use your hand behind and then tuck it and then do the wrap over. I mean, you can see the way I do it is quite neat, but you don't have to be so neat with this, because at the end of the day, TP is a fabric, so it does not have to be straight. Does that make sense? Okay, so the top bit there, I'm going to give it a little trim there. Okay. You don't have to cut this because we're going to have cushion there, but I'll cut it anyway. Right, so we are going to have curtain at the front, so don't worry about that. And so far, okay, we're going to do this side now. Same again. Let me put that over there. I will need to cut more paint. Maybe I don't need to. Right, I'm going to have the star more at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to have it there. Same again. You can, because now the stick kind of like more secure, you can find where your stick is and then you just cut it. So I think there, in there, and there. Okay. So once you mark it, you lay it down and then cut it. And then like that. Okay. Hi from Scotland. Hi from Ireland. Hi everyone. Same again. Use water or glue all the way from the side. Now it's quite secure, look. It's just when you first started, there's no weight on it, so it kind of moves about. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that. To kind of like give yourself less work, then you use the straight edge on that side, so you don't need to cut it at all. Slightly press it down. Okay, so it's a very neat tipi now. Then you want to wrap it on the front. I mean, this part, if you don't have enough, don't worry, we're going to add some paste on the front anyway. But if you have too much, you think you have too much, you can always cut it off. But I'm going to keep it like this. Just wrap it around. For the people who just joined me now, you can rewatch the beginning once this video finishes. It will be on this page. Okay, now I'm going to cut that bit off like that. You can leave the top, but I choose to cut it off just to give it a neater edge. Okay, so don't worry about if any of the pole is showing because we're going to have a little curtain there. So it's like that. then we are going to have, I think I can use this. I think I will need this a bit thinner because I want it to kind of have a curtain feel to it. So I will use this again, but roll out a bit thinner. When it is thinner, your paste is easier to give movement. Okay. So it's something like this. Is that Italia? Hi. Right, so what I want is I am going to, you see, if your star have flaked out, don't worry, just add a bit of glue or water, not too much, underneath where it kind of flake up, and then press it back down, and then it will stick back down. And if it is wet, put some corn flour on it, then it will dry the paste out. Okay, so now I am going to cut that in half. Hi from Florida. Hi. Right, so now we will, I want a little bit thinner than that. I think I'm quite happy with that. Right, so this is my first time making this as well, so bear with me. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make it even thinner. And then put a bit of that there. Then use the stick again. You can do it different than this. You don't have to do it like this. You can do it a sausage and then do it that way. So I'll give it a little bit movement, you see? Then you want the edge curved within. Like that. And then you kind of like, you will know where you want to end. So you cut it there, and you cut it there. And then you put glue on the edges. Yeah, what I was going to say is, or what I'm saying now is, I haven't made this myself, and so I'm making it as we go along. Just give it a little movement, that's all. Don't worry, we're going to tidy this up later, the top. this, and then I want to do a little tie there. So add some water there. Right, so something like this. I mean, if you don't want to do it like that, there's another way I'm going to show you now. You can roll out a sausage and then slightly flatten it. I'm doing it like kind of a quicker way. You can do it like this, and then you can just score the line, and then just squeeze it there, and then put it on. So it's up to you how you want to achieve. Okay, so we're going to do the other side. Same again, I am going to roll this out much thinner. Hopefully I have enough. I might not have enough. So, right, is that long enough? That's long enough, so I will want it wider. Okay. Same again, I don't think I will need that much. Right, if your hand is warm, use some corn flour to prevent it sticking. Same again, do that so that I can get some movement on it. Okay. Then, so I want to cut it there. Tuck all your edges in, and then add some water on this side. Okay. Right, let me see if I turn it around, you can see. So what I mean is tuck your edges, so you don't want sharp edges there, so you want a curve there. And then cut that off on the tip. Okay. If your paste is a bit dry, then when you do this bit, it might crack the paste. So you will need to add some tracks or vegetable butter so that it kind of give you a not so dry paste. So something like this. And then add some water where the joint you want it to have a tie. And then where you want it stick, you kind of give it a tug. Something like this. Okay, so I'll put this away. Hi Judith. And just mix this back up so that you can reuse it. You can, if your paste is a bit long, tuck it behind. Okay. Right, let me put this away. Then we want to do the tie on there. So you want some white paste. I'm using Saracino modeling paste, straight from the tub. So a bit sticky today, so corn flour. Same again, this is totally up to you if you want your tie thick or thin. The thinner it is, the more delicate it will look. It's totally up to you. Right, so I am quite happy with that. But if you have it too thin, there will be always a worry of if it get damage, like vibration when you need to travel with the cake. So, oh, didn't cut it well. Right, so you want some long string strap. Maybe I use this instead. It does not matter if they are not even, kind of say, width. I think I have more than enough there. Right, cut it off. Then what you want is from the back to the front to the inside. You can do a bow, you can do tassel, so up to you. I think I'm going to use scissors with that bit there. So add a bit of more glue there so that then you can tuck this behind. Then add a bit of glue on the front because we want it look like you have done a tie. Do a little notch. Then then stick it on. and cut it shorter. Give it a nice cut. Then do the other side. When your paste drag, that means your knife is not sharp enough. Then change your knife if you want a really sharp edges. Same again, from the back to the front. Hi from Miami. Hi. Hi from Maryland. Hi. Right, tuck your paste behind. Then kind of, it doesn't matter if it is too long because it's good tucked behind. You're not going to see it. So do that. Okay. So something like that. Then you want to do the same on this side. Right, if it is too thick, you kind of slightly stretch it. Then it will give you a longer and thinner strap. Oh, I might have cut it too short, but doesn't matter. So overlap a little. Put a dot of glue there. And then stick it on. I think it's a bit long, that one. Okay, so the basic of the tipi is done. I am going to move on to, hold on, let me get some tissue. I've got a little bit of running nose. Yes, the basic of TP is finished, so I am going to move on to the little girl. Oh, actually, let me make the cushions quickly first. What impression mat I use, Karen? This is my own brand. You can find it on my website. It comes in a set. It has two sizes, and the other size is with lots of dots. So there's two types. You can find it on my website. Let me see. Any questions so far? Okay, there you go. The website link is there. Okay, so now I am going to quickly make some cushion so that they will be dry enough. And I want to use this. This is a cookie cutter, kind of like. Once I move and make the cushion, I am going to make the little girl. Right, so try to have no crease on there. Then roll that out. Okay. Right, and then try to round off all the edges. Okay, I'll leave that on the side. And then we will have a cloud, I think. We should have a cloud. A cloud cushion. If it is sticky, use some corn flour. With the cloud, if you don't have a cutter, sometimes you can get the cloud cutter, but I don't have it here, so I just cut the base like this. Then I will use a sharp knife and then do a random kind of, just be careful with your hand, kind of like this. I know it doesn't look good now, but once you smooth it, it will look okay. Okay. Now you want to kind of right, we're going to give them cute faces in a minute once they are a little bit more dry. So round off all the edges. That is a cloud cushion. So we've got cloud, we got a star. I think we should have a little moon. We have a really light pink one then. How about that? So this is how you test if your paste is ready to go. You see it will stick to your hand and it can stretch long. You see how long this can stretch? I would say like kind of, for many pastes I try, I think it need to be a little bit darker. Only Saracino can stretch that long. I'm not sure, I haven't tried all the paste, but I have tried quite a few. So to mix your color, kind of, let me put this away. quick and fast is by stretching it, turning the color into each other. Then it will make your progress much faster. Okay, I'm happy with that. Ooh. Okay, so we will have a ball, little sausage, then point at the end, point at this end, and then a little roll in the middle. Because all the others are quite flat, we don't want this like sausage, then it'll be like, it doesn't go with what we have. So once you are happy with the shape, slightly flatten it. I'm not too fussed with the shape as is a cushion. Okay. Okay, so something like that. So we got a cloud, a moon, and a star. Okay, now we will move on to the little girl. Okay, finally. So we will start off with the leg. She will be quite small because she needs to be in there. She will be sitting down. Right. So roll that out and then sit properly. Roll out a thin sausage. This little girl is not too proportioned. It's quite cute. So we will have a sausage ready to be used. So I want them kind of nice and smooth, so I'll leave that there for now. Then I would like her to wear a little kind of pale blue. Shall we do pale blue dress? I was going to do yellow dress, but then I forgot her hair is yellow, so I need to make some blue. So just a pale blue color. I think I might need a bit more. This color is for the bunting in a minute, for the top of the tipi. So this is kind of like a pastel color theme. Oh, I can use white actually, but I've done the blue now. Let's see, do I have enough? Let me see. It's okay. I can add a bit more actually. Add a bit more there. So I was going to use yellow, but then I forgot her hair is yellow. So you don't want all yellow top to toe, little girl. Okay, so I'm not going to spend too much time to get rid of the crease because I'm going to have the crease at the bottom. You're not going to see anyway. Roll out sausage. Kind of like that. There's a fluff. Let me get rid of the fluff first. Okay. So once you are happy with the shape, it's like a cone shape, and slightly flatten it. Then you want to get yourself a bottle, and then you want to do this. Then use your finger to pinch the edge. Right, then you want to do that little bit there, press it, then do a little roll there. So we're doing a tiny little feet for the dough. Right, so something like that. So this is kind of like a quick way to make yourself a little dough. So press that end there. Do that. Then turn it around. Push the corner together. This is not to scale. Right, try to make them similar. Oh, it's okay. Like that. And then hang up like that. Okay. Once you do that, so it's a quick way to make this. I think the skirt is a bit too big, so when you are doing this, so adjust it yourself. Once you're happy with that, put some glue on the leg. Right, what you want is you want it to look like a cone. Like that. I think it might be a bit too big. Then we will add some more detail to it in a minute. Right. Well, I think she is a bit too long, so I'm going to cut it there. Much better. Okay, so I want her to look quite cute. We're going to add some more detail to it in a minute. So now, we're going to insert a cocktail stick to it. So add some glue. I want this removable so that it can go in and out of the tent. Press that down a little. There. And then, oh no, there. You want to add a little neck for it. This is far too long, but and then you want to put a bit on there. I think that's too long actually. Cut it down a bit. Don't need that long. So this is a quick way to make a little doll, especially when you don't need any details on your doll. So push down the neck. Okay, so now we'll put that aside. And then we want the little girl, the head, quite wide. I think that's too big. Let's do it. Hello Sarah, hi. Thank you, Carmen, thank you. Right, roll out a ball as smooth as possible. And then choose the good side. Then what you want is make a little dent there. And then put it like that. We want to make a tiny little nose for it. So roll out a ball like that. Like that, and we will use some gel color. This is black. You want it kind of flat where the eyes, so slightly press there. And then use straight from the top. Right, so you want to try to do both sides the same. So normally I will find the distance. Right, sometimes if you can't do it, you can do it upside down. But I doubt I can make them equal, but I'll try. Oh, not bad. You can use this. And then give it some eyelashes. that. Then you want to put this aside because we're going to use this again. Okay, and then we will use the smiley tool. Because if you use this for the eye, then you might have a problem of draw on it. So if I have drawn it, then I can use this for the mouth instead. Then add some water there. And then put her down there. Right. So she's something like this. Then I will, oh actually, from Argentina, hi, before I go any further, edible dust, put some, I forgot to do this, put some blush on her face. Oh, can you see? This is a very quick way to make a little doll. I mean, it is quite, I have put quite a lot on already, but probably because the light here is so strong, you guys cannot really see it. So, we can also give it a little brow. But I think I'm not gonna. Right, so if the head moves, push it back in. Right, we are quite happy with that now. Then we will move on to her arms. Right, so we have this on the side still. Like I say, this is not to scale. Petal Dust brand. Petal Crafts. I think some other company in UK sell this. So most of the cake company sell that. Right, so we want two of that sausage. Like that length. And I'm going to put this in the tub. Although it doesn't really dry off as quick, I prefer to put it in straight away. So now, we are going to make the little hand. So press like this a little. And then what you want to do is want to cut there and there and there. So it's like this. Clean off all the edges. You don't want it sharp, you want it all round up. Okay. and I'll put it there. What she is doing is she's actually reading a book. I'm going to get some purple paste. And then, alright, I'll need some white paste as well. I'm going to leave them there. Oh my god, can you hear my belly? I'm so hungry. So you want this slightly thicker than normal. And then try to cut it as rectangular as possible. And then score in the middle. Right, so it's something like that. And then we want to pretend it has some white paper inside. So we want to, you can use white paper, but as I'm using paste, I'm going to just continue to use paste. Oh. Hi from Peru, hi. Okay, so you want something like that, just about, because we want to stick it inside, so we want the size, so we may as well put it on top. Right, and then we will put some glue only in the middle. Okay, right, let me do that. So it only stick in the middle. Okay, ideally you can make few more pages and you can do this in advance. Ooh. But okay, so if you have made this in advance, then you don't need support for it, but because I'm making it as I go along, so get yourself some wire and then fed it through the middle. Oh, too much water. Oh, thank you. Hi from Greece. So fed it through the middle. You see, it hold the book already. Then right, you don't want it too long, so we cut off the end. I think that's too long. Okay. then you want to put some glue on the wire. Hi from Thailand, hi. Like I said, if you have made this earlier, this will be dry hardened before you put it on. So this, you need to make this in advance. And then put the book in. And then where you want it, you add some glue on the base so that it anchor the book down for you. And then you can, how to say, you can write down the book name to give it some more detail. So something like this. Then you add the arm, because the arm, you want it to kind of hold the book. And if you put it on, you think, oh, I think the arm is a bit thick, then you roll it. Give it a little roll. Make it thinner. Okay. So it's kind of there. Right, this is not a to scale model, okay? So we will put that there. We can give it a little sleeves in a minute. Right, slightly thin the hand there, and then put some glue on the hand there and rest on the book. Same again. If you think the arm is a bit thick, thin your arm a bit more. Then thin the finger on the front and the thumb and the hand. Then it's kind of there. Give it a cut there. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, hi. Put some glue or water where you want the hand hold the book, and ideally the hand rests on the dress. Okay, so you can have your feet, little feet together or little bit separate, is up to you. Okay, so now I'm going to put this away. I'm going to give it a little sleeve there because I think it will look better with the sleeves. Right, because the arm is there already and I don't want the arm any bigger. So have your paste quite thin. Hi Rosa, hi. Right, then use a sharp knife. Do that first. And then what you want is, ideally, you get yourself the easiest way to do is if your arm is like that, get yourself a little circle cutter. And then 1, 2, like that. Ooh. Little bit there. So make sure all the edges is covered. So I give you a little sleeves. Summer sleeveless is good. Yeah, true. You can have it with no sleeves. I mean, you're not going to see the back of the doll anyway, so the back does not really need to be that neat. Okay, so we can move on to the hair. So I've made some, I don't want the star and the hair same color, so I have made some, that's too yellow. Oh my god. Okay, so I am going to make some more there because I don't want it to look the same. Hi. Ines? Did I say your name right? Right, for the hair, I am not so concerned if the hair, the color is completely mixed, because then it kind of gives a little bit of a dimension to it. So I'm going to have it half mixed. Oh god, let me clear the table a little bit first. So much stuff on there. Right, okay, so let me move that there. Okay, so I will have this, and then roll it out like that. There's a fluff there. So I don't want it too heavy, the hair, so I think that length is good. I'm gonna cut it there, and that will be the bottom of my hair. And I want it kind of go like this. So you want to get rid of all your edges first to make your life easier. Right, then I will use my tool and give it some line. Random line. halfway mark of the head. All over the back. Actually, do both sides as well, because sometimes you can see the inside as well. So do the inside as well. Then make it a little hat. You see? And then with the side parting, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze the top, squeeze the side. And then use a scissors to cut it. Oh. Then tuck the front inside a bit. Then do the line down there. And then move the hair the way you want it. So something like that. Then you can put her inside or there. You can open the curtain a little bit more. Okay. Then I think we should draw some faces on there. When I forgot to say, when you guys are making this, you can make her much smaller. So just make sure when you guys do it, the head is not too wide. Now the paste is still soft, so you can, if you think, oh, I want the opening bigger, you can open it a bit more. Okay, now we're going to quickly draw the faces. I think use a really thin brush so that it gives you a really nice line. I am going to just randomly do some happy sleeping faces. Ooh. If you make a mistake, don't worry. Once it's dry, then you can use a scalpel or cutter to scrape off the color you have drawn on. So something like this. So this is all removable. So you can put it on the cake anywhere you want. I like to make my stuff which is removable from the cake because some people like to keep their item. It's like they take it off. They take a picture with their cake and then they will take it off and then keep it. These are so like random. It doesn't matter if you think, oh, I can't draw. Don't worry, just go for it. Enjoy the moment. You see, I am not very neat with this hand drawing because I think it gives a little charm to the piece if they're not neat. So that go there. Oh, you can stick them down once you know where you're gonna put this. And okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, everyone. So, that's it for today. Let me put that there. Ah. So if I push her in a bit, then that will sit properly. Okay, so it's something like this. I am quite happy with it. And I am going to put a little bit more details on the top. So I will put the finished piece on my page in a few days' time. This is another long tutorial. I hope you guys like it. And very soon, I'm going to set something up. And then probably I might not do like every week tutorial. But we'll see. We'll see the time. So thank you for watching. I will post the finished piece on my page. Let it dry first. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.